Being able to bait up accurately, whether that be close in or at range, is an essential part of carp fishing nowadays. It can turn one of those sessions where you're really struggling to get a bite into a red letter session where you end up with a big hit of fish because you've been able to get the fish concentrated in an area, and you're going to get the bites and you're going to put more fish on the bank. Today, as you can see, I'm on the bank. I've found my spot out in the lake. I've made up a lovely bucket of bait, and now the hard work begins because I've got to get that bait onto that spot. There's no boats allowed, there's no bait boats allowed. I don't have one anyway, so as most people would have to do, I'm going to turn to the spod. And to do that, it means it's essential that you have a dedicated spod rod that's going to cope with anything you throw at it. And today we've got the latest in the Daiwa Carp range, and that is the HYPER SPOD rod. The rod comes available in both 12 and the 13-foot version, so you can pick and choose that to suit your style. I tend to use the same length spod rod as the carp rods that I'm using, but the 13-foot rod might also get you those few extra yards, so both options are available. The rods come in a 5-pound test curve, and that's after extensive testing. We found that to be the optimum test curve when casting a fully loaded spod. The rod utilises full carbon fibre construction, and it's got ceramic guides starting with a 50mm butt eye, which means it's going to really help with the line pass through those guides and help you with nice smooth casting. It also features a DPS reel seat and an abbreviated handle, which makes it nice and comfortable to hold. Ultimately, the spod rod is the rod that you will end up using more than any other rod you own, so it's really important that it's nice and comfortable to use. It's also really nice and easy to wipe clean. The other nice feature about the rod is there's 3 markers on it, so at 1/2 foot, 1 foot and 2 foot, which means it doubles up perfectly as a marker rod, so you can help find that spot with the marker float. Then you can take that off, put the spod on, and you're fishing again. You don't have to have 2 separate rods, which makes it a really nice feature. Today I've got it paired up with the Crosscast 45 spod reel, and I've got that loaded with 20-pound J braid, and I've also got that with a 50-pound shock leader. So the shock leader is going to take the force of the cast, and then the really thin 20-pound braid is going to fly out there nicely, and it will make light work of spodding. I've been using this setup now for the last few sessions, and I've been fishing anywhere from about 15 wraps all the way to 30 wraps out, and it's just been an absolute dream to use, and it represents brilliant value for money. So if you want to find out more about the kit, get down to your local Daiwa stockist or check out the Daiwa Carp website.